Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Record. Check 13.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, it's Corey Coleman. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 36.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. He'll drop to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups there.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch up. Check 91. Follow. Mike 91. Let's go one more. 91. That's it. Keep running. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
To throw is Winston. I was going to let this go for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Second down, it's Henderson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Taywan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the lock.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is Coleman with the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Mike. Yeah. 80 weapons. Watch twitch.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Darrell Henderson, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
2nd and 5. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Joseph now to have the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Falcons 28, Rams 3.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Winston. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. There he goes left side. Touchdown, L.A. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun to give to Henderson. A beautiful fake. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
The throw over the middle taken in. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
Well, 1-2 combinations look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Go! Set! Time to end this. 50 seconds to Mike. We ain't giving up nothing today. Go! 50 seconds to Mike. Go! 50 seconds to Mike. I'm on. 57. Mike, 57. Come on. You better bring it. 52.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Let's put him up. 64. Wait. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Hey, Mike, watch 57.
They'll look to throw. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Taywan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch the run, watch
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. This one caught by Ridley. 7 yards there and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. And the Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Ready, go. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. That's it. Hey, check Mike 56.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Ready.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over.
They got his man complete. 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley. 84 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, well, in the first half is getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards is the pickup there at a 1st down for L.A.
First down, Rams.
Let him know.
Winston now from the 50. He completes this one to Mack. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Jameis now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Gurley with a carry on 1st down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Falcons' 30-yard line.
Check 31.
On play action, Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mack. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check. Switch. Shot.
On play action, they'll throw. It's caught. Smith. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. That's good. For a Falcons
On first down, Henderson. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the option. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
At the 16-yard line.
They run again with Carson. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
In your face.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's taken in by Henderson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Darrell Henderson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Joseph now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top. 31 yards. On 1st down, it's Gurley. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
On 2nd and 9. Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure.
Touchdown, L.A. In for the score. And the Rams do gain a bit of respectability.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Switch.
Past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. From the 44, Winston. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Throwing, Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, Why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
To the right side, this is Henderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Carson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Come crouch. Come to my work.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 18. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. Had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for L.A., things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to